Hello, my name's Joe, and I love pain, which is why I have challenged myself to make a game in only one day.
Oh! Hello. How'd you get up there? Oh, he's fell back down.
The story starts October the 15th, 2023. I announced in my Discord, which you should totally join by the way, that I was going to stream making a game on the 18th. Why? Well, I'd been working on a project for the past week, and unfortunately there was absolutely zero chance of me finishing it in time for my next video, and so I did this. October 18th, 9 AM. I made a box and a bean. Without too much effort, the bean is now moving, and after following a quick tutorial, the bean now has some sick shades. Oh yeah, and it can rotate in the direction that it's moving too. Have I mentioned that I was streaming this all on Twitch? Yeah, you should drop me a follow. I'm planning on streaming more in the future, and these streams could give you sneak peeks into videos that may come out months from now. Back to our game, I had a death. There's this void thing, which is like clouds or water or something, and you die if you fall into it. And now that I've added a goal at the end of this short level I made, our game is basically finished. This is when I found something pretty interesting. Scope creep is a pretty familiar term in the world of game development. It's basically when you work on a game, but as you work on it, you get more and more ideas that slowly build up as you slowly make the game. Eventually, the developer reaches a point where their expectations for the project massively exceed the developer's ability to actually add these ideas, which often leads to motivation to work on the project taking a nosedive. What happened here though is that I basically finished making the game in like an hour, and now had the rest of the day to just add whatever came to my mind. I had absolutely no expectations for this game, so literally adding anything exceeded those expectations, which made working on the game actually really fun. For the second level, I created these saws, and then a system with a door that gets unlocked by a key, and also a thing that spawns these balls that the player has to dodge. It was all very different to my usual experience with making games. But obviously adding all of those things took some time, which meant we had about 4 hours left before midnight came around, and the challenge was over. So I got to work on the third and final level. My idea was simple, a big hill with balls tumbling down, just like all those old GTA maps. I made terrain, I added platforms for the player to jump on, and then I made the hill. A giant slope with some rocks scattered about it. Getting up the slope was just challenging enough to make it a worthy final level for our game. I would constantly get sniped by balls, which would bounce off of other balls, or off of the walls. But it is actually possible to beat the level, even if it is difficult. After this was just some simple extra stuff. I added a final level for when you win, as well as adding some sound effects and music to add some extra polish. And then I published the game to itch.io just before midnight, completing the challenge. And that was basically the game finished. I had successfully created a game in one day that I was not only happy with, but actually kind of proud of. It's kind of fun and just challenging enough. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and I'll see you in another 2 weeks.